It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and I'm really glad to bring you today a lager. Hopefully a really good lager. This is from Anspach Hobday, and it's their Anspacher lager. 5% ABV, London lager, 440 milliliter can. London lager. There's a ring to it, isn't it? I'm surprised nobody's come out yet with London lager. It's got a really lovely ring to it. But Anspacher lager is just as good. It's got almost, of course, Anspach Hobday. It's got this kind of sort of authentic German feel kind of name about it, doesn't it? Anspacher lager. Premium lager beer brewed in London is £2.68 a can on Anspach Hobday's website. Got the glass here. The brewery were kind enough to send me some of their beers, including this one. But as always, we always give a transparent, 100% independent review. Otherwise, you guys wouldn't tune in, would you? So, a little bit of etching on the bottom of the glass. Incidentally, this is my first proper review back. I've had a little holiday. I've had 2 weeks away from reviewing beer on YouTube. I would have liked to have got this out earlier, but it literally landed the day before I was going away, and I was packing and working out maps, how to get to Ludlow, and had a nice week though. Had a nice week away. And then we had another week doing work around the house, so we're 2 weeks off. I feel really refreshed. I feel like I am standing here ready to go again, ready to go for the autumn season. There's always new stuff coming out in autumn, lots of new beers, lots of new foods. Yeah, we're ready and charging to go again. We've charged our batteries a little bit. So we've got a 2-finger white head on this beer. Oh, they brought out an actual Anspacher glass for this. Good levels of carbonation. It's a straw-coloured beer. The beer itself, I mean, there's a lot of condensation on the glass. Is it clear? I think, if I'm perfectly honest, I would say there's a slight bit of haze there, but that's okay. That's okay. That's very modern. That's very 21st century, isn't it? Or certainly 2010 onwards. Aroma then. Now that smells really good. The aroma on this beer is fantastic. I'm going to say Czech Saaz hops here as a guess. Clean, clinical, refreshing, reliable lager. A little estery, a little kind of, it's that typical kind of lager yeast, slightly estery, slightly kind of, slightly fruity if you like, a slight kind of fruitiness coming through. Maybe a bit of like dried pear or something like that. Smells fantastic. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Outstanding. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. What an outstanding lager. I really like this company. I really like this brewery. The reason I like this brewery is because I can see that they're putting down solid foundations. They've been around a long time. They've probably been around about 8 years, I imagine. They've been around a good while now, Anspach Hobday. But what they're doing, they brought out a nitro stout, which is fantastic. It's solid, it's great. Now they have this wonderful lager. They probably kind of like played around with different lagers over the years. They plumped down on this. You can see they plumped down on this. They've made a glass for it. It looks finished. This looks like the finished article. This looks like there's been a lot of work gone into this. And, pardon me, and it's good. It's good. So you can imagine from this company, great stout, great lager, great bitters, great premium ales, and then you've got your foundation. And you've got you kind of got your solid, dependable, great tasting core range. And I think that is such an important thing, is to have like a core range which is, it has a great reputation. The core range of beers has a great reputation, because then when you kind of like fiddle around and mess around doing other things, brewing like once a month brews, the customer always knows that they got a solid, reliable lager to drop back on. If they don't fancy buying some Fandangle Saison or, you know, some sour beer, they've got a decent lager or a decent stout to go for, and a decent best bitter, which we'll get to in the next few days. Look at the lacing on that glass. Look at the way this beer's been kind of thoughtfully. You can tell that the beer's, it's not been rushed. It's not been. This is taken a lot of time to get to this point. They've worked on different lagers, they've worked on different recipes, and they've come to this, and boy, what a drink it is. It's fantastic. Drinkable, refreshing, crushable. A crushable lager. Something's echoing in this conservatory, do my nut. It's just really good lager. I was about to say something. Yeah, that was it. I've been to the Czech Republic. I've been to Germany twice. I've sat in Czech beer halls. I've sat in German breweries. I've sat in tap rooms, and this is the real deal. This is the real deal. This could be from Czech Republic or Germany. They've treated the water. The water is nice and soft. It tastes like Cornish water or good Welsh water. Nice, soft, very drinkable, very inviting lager this. They've built this properly from the ground up. So, a modern take on a world classic. Anspach lager is a premium lager beer brewed in London. Drawing on the family heritage of our brewery, Anspach lager is London's nod to one of Bavaria's greatest brewing traditions, Helles lager. Right, this is the first time I'm reading this, so this is a Helles lager style beer. I probably could have touched on what style of beer it was before reading the can, but hey ho. Yeah, not so bitter. A little bit of grain in there, a little bit of malt in there, light crisp malt flavours coming through, a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of bitterness. Yeah, Helles lager, most definitely. The beer is bright, brilliant golden colour and a clean, crisp and refreshing. A delicate aroma of traditional and contemporary hops is paired with a subtly sweet malt base, leading to a snappy, bitter finish. Yeah, snappy. What did I use? I used clinical, didn't I? Clinical, snappy. It's that kind of... It's there. It's you're not waiting for flavours to come around. They're snapping. They're hitting you in the face. It's really good. It's really good lager. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.